All right, so you asked for a masculine, well, not masculine, but you asked for a reading which involves the Celtic wing spread. And usually when I'm pulling the main cards, I focus on the male or the female energy. So it's meant to be for one aspect, but it has a male-female aspect on either side to give some, clarity of the two energies in terms of what they're contributing to the main spread, contributing, sorry. So you asked that I look at the reading from both aspects. So I think I'm going to try something new today. So I'm going to pull the Celtic wing, but it is going to be genderless. And then I'm going to pull 2 cards for each position, and that will give me the energies for the male and the female as it pertains to that one card. So this is a brand new spread that you helped me invent, so I hope it works. So fingers crossed. This is going to require a major brain expansion here for me to see this reading from 2 points of view. Nice. So I've already shuffled them pretty good. So I'm going to use the John Holland for the main cards. And I'll pull a couple of messages from the universe from Call It Baron Reed. I may be reading from the Tarot Illuminati. And then, of course, my cards. Okay, so let me give these a shuffle. Ooh, kind of nervous. It's going to be a lot of cards, so that's going to be like, let's see, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 main cards. And then, let's see, 48 clarifiers, I think, on top of that. Okay, so these are officially shuffled. I'm not going to be touching them anymore. Okay, so for the present energy, as I said, this is going to be a genderless energy. Destiny. So you both share the same destiny. So the destiny card talks about good luck, good fortune coming your way. It talks about a completion of a cycle. So this could be a small cycle, like 1 to 10 years. It also talks about being connected to your heart chakra and opening yourself up to giving and receiving. All right, so I'm going to pull the 2 cards, the 2 clarifiers for that. So the first card is going to be for the feminine. The Queen of Swords. So this could represent an air sign, if you are an air sign. But in terms of the energy from the card, this is someone who speaks the truth. She has clear values and beliefs that she follows, and she doesn't have, very much patience for people who act ignorant. She's usually a widow or is alone, but I think that the energy that's coming through is that you want clear communication. All swords represent thought and communication. So yeah, you want the truth. You want a conversation that is truthful. So that, coupled with the Destiny card, the Wheel of Fortune, tells me that this conversation will come to fruition. Okay, so for the masculine, Four of Wands. This is the 1111 calling card. So I consider this to be a twin flame connection, and it's coming in your present position. So yeah, you want answers, and he's coming in with those answers, and the answer is that this is destiny. This twin flame connection is destiny. Okay, so the next position is going to be the foundation. Six of Swords. I love this card. So this represents finally ready to move on from the darkness into the light. So yeah, like I said before, the sword suit is all about communication and thoughts. So this energy represents walking away from negative energy, negative thoughts, just letting it all go, letting the past go. Okay, so the feminine is bringing in the King of Pentacles. So this could represent ultimate abundance in the 3D world. So the king has worked very hard to build up a wealth for himself. And he's gotten to that point where he realizes that money isn't important. What's important is love and the people that are around you and living authentically. So this doesn't really have to do with gender either. It's the energy behind it. The levels, you got your page, then you got your knight, then queen, and then king. So this is the top level of achievement. But this card could also represent wanting to be with your twin in the 3D world, wanting to manifest the physical of the masculine into your 3D world. So I'm just going to pull a card for him. Hangman. Surrender, let go. Believing in destiny. Believing that everything is going to work out the way it's supposed to. This also talks about coming into enlightenment. Be spiritually connected. So the two cards together. It seems to me like he's finally ready to let go and move into the light. This card shows up when there's significant inner changes going on. So he's ready to move, to surrender, to let go, and walk towards the light. So I'm seeing this as a material manifestation of the masculine. Moving like from the 5D realm into the 3D realm. So this is the foundation of the reading. This is telling me that, this shared energy of coming together in the light is your most, important concern, if you want to say it like that. I don't know if it makes sense to you, but it's almost like he wants to go to you, and he's getting to that point where he's ready to surrender. And I say that because of the present position. We got this destiny. It's almost like this cycle is nearing completion, And this twin flame connection is coming in, and you will know the truth soon. Okay, so the recent past position. Nice. Ace of Cups. So this tells me that you've both been doing some healing, and you're connecting to your heart chakra. But this also represents a brand new beginning in love. Two people coming together, seeing themselves in each other, recognizing the divinity, the light in each other, and helping each other draw that light out of each other. So this card usually shows up when you've done a lot of healing, you've forgiven yourself and others, and you've put the past behind you, and you're finally ready to, truly open up your heart and allow love to come in. So yeah, this foundation energy tells me that there's been doing, you guys have both been doing some internal work and surrendering. And because you did that, it's allowing this brand new love to come in. So I'm going to pull a card for that for the feminine. Nice, Six of Cups. And for the masculine, nice, Ace of Cups again. So this talks about somebody coming back from the past. A reunion took place in the past recently, and it made you feel like this innocent child again. It brought back all these beautiful memories from when you were younger. And it's a pure love, innocent. So yeah, it's almost like your thoughts, your memories manifested this new love to come in. Your clearing that you did, your holding of that heart-centered energy and standing in your truth open this road to a new beginning. Notice here we got two Aces of Cups, which is 1, 1, 11. 11 again. I'm going to check the time because I just heard an email come through, and that's probably you. Oh, 1:36. Wait, what is that? 9, 10. That's reduces to 1. I was hoping it would be like an 11. It's only when you want something to turn out that way it doesn't. All right, so that's kind of interesting. I'm notice here, even though this is a 4, I consider it to be 11, 11, and then a 1. And then we got an 11 here. So yeah, this is definitely, what I'm picking up so far is that this is definitely a twin flame connection. All right, so I hope I'm not doing that thing with my hair again. I apologize. Okay, so this is going to be the outcome that you both desire and likely to get. Fertility. This is a divine feminine. Once again, it's that heart chakra that's being activated. So I'm going to pull cards for the masculine and feminine. So feminine, 5 of Cups. Masculine, the Magician, number 1. So let's see here. The 5 of Cups talks about loss. It's when you've been emotionally attached to somebody. That's when you feel a sense of loss through attachment. So surrendering, letting go. Letting go of this need to manifest him into the 3D world. has allowed you to step into your divinity. This is the female twin flame card. So this card here that he's bringing in is confirming the fact that you have the ability to manifest whatever you desire. Your hopes, your dreams are just on the horizon. And this Magician card is the Master Manifester. So that's telling me that because the work that you've done in healing your heart and surrendering and letting go is manifesting, is, opening that gate to allow that 3D manifestation to come in. And because it is the masculine that's bringing in the Magician, that tells me that eventually this 3D manifestation that you desire will come to fruition. You are standing there with your arms open, embracing him, holding him very lovingly. It's beautiful. Okay, so crossroads position. This will be your near future. Base chakra. So this is grounded energy. This is beginning to create your manifestation in the 3D world. So for the feminine energy, 8 of Swords, masculine, Ace of Swords. So going back to the base chakra, this is a sense of, creating safety, shelter, building from the ground up, those basic needs. So it feels to me like you're bringing in this energy of being mentally imprisoned by your mind. There's still this heart break, I'm thinking, that is obviously still coming through in the reading, that perhaps you still need to release. I don't know, but it feels to me like you feel locked out of something. But in the near future, he's coming in with the Ace of Swords. So this means that he is ready to speak his truth. This is triumph, victory. It's strength of will. It is moving forward with an idea. So that's a 1-1 again, 11. Okay, so the resisting position. The Hierophant, the High Priest. So for the feminine energy, we got the 10 of Swords. So this represents completion, letting go of all the negative thoughts and energy that is surrounding you. And for the masculine, 6 of Pentacles. Being open to share material and spiritual prosperity. Finding a balance. This talks about what you reap, you sow. So harvest has come, and you're now willing to open yourself up and share in the material world. The Hierophant or High Priest talks about spirituality, being a spiritual leader, helping, by letting your light shine, it will help others come out of the darkness. So this is in the resisting position. So this tells me that either he is resisting stepping into his higher knowing, his authenticity, his spirituality, his higher purpose, or you are. Or sometimes a Hierophant talks about marriage and laws, like institutional, governmental type rules that everyone must follow. So maybe he is bound by some type of financial, he is looking after someone financially, which is deterring him from stepping into his divine spiritual aspect. I like to think of the high priest and the high priestess as the divine masculine and feminine in their spiritual form. So here on your side, we got this Ten of Swords. This is the end of feeling like you've been hurt, stabbed in the back, left for dead. So like I said, it's in the resisting position. So there's a sense that you want him to be open and share in this spiritual knowing, but it's hurting you. I don't know. We'll have to see what the rest of the reading looks like. Okay, so this will be the internal environment. So, yeah, we'll just keep it at internal environment for both. Nice. The Three of Wands, partnerships and alliances. So there's a sense that you both want to reach out to each other. This also talks about seeing the fruits of your labor, doing a lot of work, putting those plans in motion and waiting for that payoff. So internally, it seems to me like you're both waiting on that shore, waiting for the ships to come in, waiting for that payoff. But this card says that abundance is coming your way. You've done a lot of hard work, and you will be rewarded for it. Just have patience. It's coming. So for the feminine, we got the Four of Cups. That totally makes sense. Masculine, Hierophant again. Okay, so the Four of Cups talks about longing, feeling stagnation, like things aren't moving fast enough. You feel emotionally disconnected to your masculine. But your masculine is telling you that he's with you in the 5D. This is the Hierophant. So that's this card. It's almost like, these cards are saying, I don't feel him anymore. I feel disconnected. I don't feel like he's being open with me. So there's that resistance. But in reality, you are connected in the 5D. And this is confirmation. He's there right beside you. You guys are connected. So this is that Five of Cups here that needs to be released. That energy that is causing you to feel like you are in a mental prison. This is all a construct of the mind. So he is stepping, you think that he might be resisting stepping into his spirituality, but in truth, he is awake. Okay, so for, this is going to be the external environment. Nice. Wow, you cannot plan this stuff. Wow, so this is the High Priestess. It's right beside the High Priest. You're popping in as well. You're on the other side of this door. So the High Priestess is about using your intuition, going within, listening to that inner voice to guide you. But I'm seeing it as this 5D connection coming through. Once again, the High Priest and High Priestess are right beside each other. Connected. Okay, so for the feminine, the Hierophant, and masculine, 10 of Cups. So this is telling me that you are on a pilgrimage of sorts. You are consciously disconnecting yourself from conditioning, from society's rules. You are awake, you're aware, you understand how negative thoughts and identities and stories will attach themselves to you if you allow it. But you're not allowing that to happen because you're awake, you're connected to your soul purpose. And he's telling me that this happy ending is coming, in the future. This is the 10 of Cups. This is completion. There's a sense that he wants to let you know that you make him feel emotionally abundant and satisfied and optimistic about the future. So while you are going within and working on yourself, that is, once again, opening up that channel to allow abundance to come through. You holding the consciousness at all times is allowing abundance to come towards you, if that makes sense. Okay, so for the outcome, and that will be for these 3 cards on this side here. The 5 of Cups again. So that's this card. It's kind of showing up, perpendicular to the other card. So this is the outcome, emotional loss. So for the feminine, the Knight of Swords, the masculine, 10 of Pentacles. Wow, that is beautiful. So like I said before, the 5 of Cups is all about feeling loss, emotional loss. Like, your heart is broken and you're now healing from it. And the Knight of Swords, again, talks about having that truthful, honest conversation that you so desire. So this is an outcome. This inability to communicate is breaking your heart. You feel disconnected. So the Knight of Swords card is telling me that that conversation will take place in the future. You will get what you desire. He will come in like the Knight of Swords, speaking his truth. The energy he's bringing in is the 10 of Pentacles. That's that happy ending. I like to see these as the same character, but here he's retired. He's finally able to just relax and enjoy the fruits of his labor. But here he's working towards that. So the masculine is bringing in this foundation, solidified and grounded in the future. The 10 of Pentacles is all about abundance, being financially stable, but also at that point of retirement and the feeling of not needing to, not relying or not putting a lot of value on 3D possessions, but instead realizing that living your true authentic life and having family surrounding you is what's most important. So a conversation will come in the future that will help you heal and open up your heart chakra even more than it is. Because right now we have you coming in, you desire to be, this divine feminine with an open heart chakra. But over here we have this sense of you, being protective. Now, this could also be read as, you coming into your power, which is helping him open up his heart chakra. But I'm really getting a sense that he is the grounding energy in the reading. Pentacles is earth. So, well, actually, she is the Mother Earth. She is providing that grounding energy. But this is something that you would like. And I believe that will happen. Your heart will completely heal and open up, allowing you to step into that, that divine feminine. Okay, so this is going to be for the summary outcome. Nice! Oh my God, I cannot plan that. Your summary outcome is the Four of Wands, 1111 calling card. You both desire this, and it's going to manifest itself in the future. That's what this entire reading is based on, is the 1111 connection. So you wanted confirmation, you got it twice. More than twice. You got so many 11s in this reading, it's crazy. Okay, so the feminine energy is judgment. Masculine is the Nine of Swords. Okay. So there is a sense that he's worried and stressed out about something. Something's keeping him up at night and causing him anxiety and fear. And you are coming in with the Judgment card. This is a major awakening. It also talks about karma coming back to you in a good way. So what you reap, you sow. I'm getting the feeling that he isn't fully awake and conscious just yet. And that there's something that he needs to release. He still needs to go through the dark night of the soul and release some thoughts or attachments. And once he's able to do that, then this 1111 union will come in, and you will get what you want. You'll get that completion. So the Judgment card, this represents, like I said, a grand awakening. It's being reborn, having a new life, a brand new start, looking at your life as it really is, and not what you've been told that it is. Letting go of all those stories, those past memories and attachments. And it looks to me like you are awake in that manner, but he's still believing some of the stories. So once he's released these negative thoughts, then this will open up, and you'll have justice, or not justice, but you will manifest that into reality. So yeah, you have some emotional wounds that still need to be repaired, whereas he still needs to come into consciousness. Okay, so for the final outcome, crown chakra. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We got the base chakra below it, and crown chakra as the final outcome. This is awakening. This is ultimate connection to source. It's being connected to divine, being wow, I mean, I that's the high priestess and the high priest in their spiritual form. The souls are connected. Okay, let's see what this says. So the feminine, metamorphosis, masculine, Page of Pentacles. Awesome. So it looks to me like he is really working on that spiritual aspect of himself. He is coming into consciousness. The Page of Pentacles is all about studying, working, gathering knowledge. But it could also represent working towards that 3D manifestation as well. This talks about planning, putting those plans into motion. But it's a very methodical, planned out, slow movement. Now, the Death card talks about a major transformation. So it's almost like, once this consciousness takes place, once this rebirth occurs, then this new beginning will happen in the 3D world. Okay, so now I'm going to start pulling for either side. So I'm going to begin with the feminine. So this is going to be her external environment, you. Temptation, the Devil card. So there is something in your environment that needs to be released. That's why you're getting this Death card at the top. You got a negative energy that is that you're pulling along with you. So this could represent a codependent relationship, addictions, but it's something that is stopping the union from, fully manifesting. So I'm going to pull 3 cards for that, for clarification. 1, 2, 3. 2 of Pentacles, the 9 of Wands, and the 7 of Cups. So the 7 of Cups talks about feeling like you're confused. You don't have any clarity. You are Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, trying to find that yellow brick road. You feel like things are an illusion, like they might be just a dream. So you want answers. And the 9 of Wands talks about being a wounded warrior. You've been knocked down a lot. You've been hurt. You got scars and and wounds from your past, and but you still have strength in you to keep going. You're strong internally. You will keep getting back up, and you will keep going forward. And the 2 of Pentacles talks about needing to be flexible. So what if you don't know it all? It's causing you to feel stressed out and burdened and wounded. So Spirit is asking you to find balance. Be the tree that is bending in the wind. Right now, the ground seems unstable. So Spirit is asking you to, find that center. the Two of Pentacles also talks about a decision that needs to be made in the 3D world. So, while this decision is being made to find balance, this decision could be coming from you, because I don't really see any indication that it would be from the masculine. It seems to me like, this is your external environment is causing you to feel chained to something and wounded and confused and lost. So the answer is to release this negative burden here that's causing you to feel this way. If that makes sense? That's your external environment. Okay, so for his external environment, metamorphosis again, transformation, the death card up here. So because this is your energy and it's his external energy, you're bringing in this brand new start, this new birth. Your energy is triumph and success, and this is the Six of Wands, and his is the Eight of Cups. Okay, so you feel like you've gone through this birthing process already. You've grown your wings. You feel successful. And it seems to me like he's just starting that pilgrimage. The Eight of Cups talks about walking away once again, walking into the light, finally ready to move on from negativity. Cut that negative thinking out of your life. So whatever he was emotionally attached to in his external environment, he's ready to move on from it and go through. You will help him go through that transformation. That's why this death card is coming up again in the future. You're providing that spiritual wisdom and knowledge. You're teaching him, you're helping him transform and connect with, the collective, with source, with divinity. So yeah, you're helping him do that. That's why the success card is showing up here. Okay, your internal environment. Nice. Ace of Pentacles. Oh my God. Awesome. You want that brand new beginning in the 3D world. And both of you are coming together to help make that happen. Manifest it. Okay, so I'm going to pull 3 cards for that. Ace of Wands. 11. 2 aces. So this is the go light. This is that thrust forward, that new start in the 3D world. It's that spark, that flame, that's giving up everything you've ever known and starting all over. And with the Ace of Pentacles, that means it's in the 3D world. Moving forward with that thing that makes you feel passionate and alive. Okay, second card. Nice. The King of Swords. So again, this could be an air sign, but I like to see when the 2 court cards of the same suit shows up in a reading. That usually indicates to me that it's a twin flame connection. But I'm getting that this, there's this truth that will be spoken in the ultimate, way. My God, you got the Knight of Swords, the Queen, and the King. The only one you don't have is the Page of Swords. So, yeah, it looks to me like there's this truthful conversation. You want this truthful conversation with a man, a male, which will give the go light to start in the 3D world. So one more card. Nice. Divine Feminine again. So yeah, internally you are the divine feminine, I guess. You feel empowered, and but you want communication in order for this new beginning to come in. So 11 again, 11. All right, so for his internal environment, shadow, I'm not surprised at all. So the moon, he needs to face his shadow aspect. Put something to an end and walk away from it. So I'm going to pull 3 cards for that. 4 of Pentacles. This talks about being closed off. Either holding on too tight or being closed off to someone. Then we have the 10 of Wands. This is burden. This is feeling like you've got too much on your plate and you just don't want to do it anymore. You want to give up. But again, Spirit is saying don't give up. You're almost there. So it seems to me like he's taken on too much, and that's why he's being closed off. He's not dealing with these shadow aspects. He's just too lost in working and providing. Okay, 3rd card, Moon, again. Not seeing his way clearly. Still having to deal with his shadow. But you will help him. You will guide him. Okay, so for your hopes and fears. Nice. 2 of Cups. You hope for this union. Of course you do. Okay, 3 cards, please. Justice. You will get what you want. Karma is coming back to you. You will have this twin flame connection. 2nd card. Nice. And it will come in the form of the Page of Wands. It'll happen suddenly. It will be exciting. You'll be knocked off your feet. So yeah, and 1 more card, please, Spirit. Nice. So everything that you've been working for, this is the 8 of Pentacles. This is hard work and completion. And because of all the hard work that you've done in the past, justice will be served and you will have your union. Oops. Okay. So for his hopes and fears, nice. Again, 6 of Wands, success, victory. Standing at the top of the hill and yelling out, your excitement and joy. It's being publicly recognized for the hard work that you've done. So he wants to feel victorious, illuminated. Okay, 1st card. Nice. 9 of Pentacles. Independence. Working towards financial freedom. Enjoying the finer things in life. Again, it's that, material manifestation of that happy ending. Okay, next card. Awesome. 3 of Pentacles. Thumbs up. Another victory. Another, sign that abundance is coming his way. Okay, and last card. Awesome. So this is the Queen of Wands. She represents what he desires most. Somebody who is charismatic, beautiful, fiery, passionate. Yeah, so he hopes to manifest the Queen in his future, and lo and behold, that's what he's going to get. So the 9 of Pentacles also talks about, a woman who is financially independent, and the Queen of Wands usually is. She can stand on her own. The 3 of Pentacles also talks about, building a foundation in the material world. So, yeah, thumbs up. All right, so final outcome for you. Nice. Oh my God, this is awesome. Heart chakra. You will feel unconditional love in every form. True love. It's coming your way in the future. Okay, so one card for that. Nice. Queen of Cups. She is someone who is emotionally stable. She is loving, kind, open. She is the queen of love. Her heart chakra is open. You know, this is the goddess of love, the queen of love, and so is she, especially with the heart chakra. So you desire to be this, you know, and let go of this pain from, you know, whatever you're holding on to. And this card is telling me that this healing will take place in the future, and you know, you will be this emotionally loving, balanced woman. Next card. Nice. The Knight of Cups. So it looks to me like a love offer will come your way in the future, and it will cause your heart chakra to explode. And finally, oh, okay, the Queen of Pentacles. So it's almost like, you know, he's coming towards this 3D queen in the future. So, not, you know, these are different aspects of yourself I'm seeing here. You know, in the future, you will be emotionally, you'll feel, you know, emotionally abundant as the queen, but there will be a 3D manifestation of love in the future. It's almost like this knight is coming towards the 3D female. All right, so for his final outcome, nice communication, 8 of Wands, accelerated motion, you know, reaching for the stars, your highest goals and expectations, and that energy is coming back to him. He desires that star in the sky, and that's what he will get. But also this talks about communication, whether it's through texting or the phone. So he wants to communicate. You ask for communication, and this seems to be what the outcome will be. 3 cards, please. First one is integration. Nice. This is the ultimate union card. This is temperance, the coming together of dualities to form one. It's ultimate balance, yin and yang, dark and light. Integration. Next card, nice. Oh my God, the wish card, the star card, wish fulfilled. Oh my God, I want these cards in my reading. Okay, final card. Nice. Page of Cups. Expect a message in the future. He wants to communicate, or no, it seems to me like he wants to communicate this. All of your hopes and dreams coming through. True. This is amazing. Okay, so I'm going to pull 2 cards, message from the universe. Actually, let me just look at the bottom of the deck here for an overall energy. Triumph. Nice. Awesome. This is a movement forward. This is going after your goals. It is using your pure will to go after what you desire most, your dreams. So I'm going to pull a card for your side. The King of Wands. So he got the Queen over on his side. This I like to think of the wand suit as twins as well, because they're on fire. But it more has to do with your passion, your desire. Of course, you're going to manifest this king because, you know, the chariot is on fire. You can see that, you know, his hair is all red and fiery. So we got that king there. And for his side, he's got the 6 of Swords, which is down here walking into the light. So it seems to me like, you know, the King of Wands also talks about being a leader, stepping into that leader role and making things happen. Whereas the Six of Swords, that once again, that talks about moving out of the darkness into the light. So he's going to merge as this chariot when he's ready to move on. Okay. All right, message from the universe for the feminine first, please, Spirit. Nice! Commitment! Oh my God, this is so awesome. So I'll read that to you, but it talks about being ready to commit. That energy is surrounding you. And for the masculine, nice, intention. So this talks about, you know, making a wish, or, you know, having these ideas and thoughts and then allowing them just to go. And, you know, they're like darts, arrows of intention that will come back in a manifested form. All right, so I will have a look at the reading and see if I can see anything else that I might have missed, and then I will read those cards to you. All right, see you in a bit. Okay, so this was a massive spread to look over. Oh my God. Okay, so yeah, it seems to me like you are providing this grounded energy. You are providing this love and this foundation to be started in the 3D world. So the overall energy is that chariot. It's moving towards your goal. So it's a shared energy. You both know what you want. Okay, and there's a sense that he is moving from a difficult situation. He's moving from the dark to the light and going after what he wants. And you are coming in as this leader, this this strength with that directed goal. You are coming in as, yes, this is what I want to do, and I've got my plans laid out, and I'm going for it. You're the ultimate king of making shit happen. Whereas he is coming out of a difficult situation. So he's moving from the dark to the sun, whereas you are the sun. So he's moving towards you. So the present energy here, now all the air suits, all the swords cards make sense to me now. So you're coming in very strongly with your Libra energy, air. So present position, destiny. What goes around comes around. There was a difficult period here, and this signals the end of that period, that difficult period. So Lady Luck is on your side. So karma's coming back to you after that long cycle. Finally, you're going to harvest the rewards. You pose the question as your zodiac sign, a very clear question. What is happening in my future? Is this twin flame connection real, or is it an illusion? You got a clear-cut answer back from source. Yes. You share the same destiny, which is the twin flame union. Bam. Okay, you cannot get much clearer than this. However, the reason why there is a delay is because he's still moving from the darkness to the light. He brought in the hangman. That is the dark night of the soul. That's letting go of past issues, seeing things from a different perspective. So he is taking that blindfold off and looking at things from a different manner. He's starting to, see the light. And you are providing that grounded energy once again. And you're, as a foundation, you couldn't get much stronger than this, than the King of Pentacles. He is grounded. So from this seed that was planted in the past, we have karma coming in saying, okay, this loving energy is bringing abundance towards you. So open your heart and allow this love to come in, this abundance to flow freely. And then we have you opening your heart in the future. You're providing this crowning energy that is also grounded in love. You are providing that nurturing, rich soil from which this seed is growing and now coming into manifestation. So you are helping the both of you heal. You're providing this healing energy. This is a shared energy, though. This Empress, this divine feminine. So he's moving towards that. He's manifesting. He wants this to happen. He wants you. He wants union. And he's calling upon all those tools. He has a focused, clear, directed goal, very much like the Chariot, and he's manifesting you into his reality. And you are providing that healing energy by which this can come to fruition, right? It's love, it's healing of the heart. So the recent past position, we got this brand new beginning of love. It's a gift from the universe, 11. And it has to do with somebody from the past. It is your love, your open heart that has manifested this love into your life. And Spirit is saying, yes, that seed was planted and now it's coming, it's blooming, harvest is coming. So in the future, that seed will continue to grow. It will actually begin to take place. Right now it seems to be just this idea. But here it is laid right at the center of your reading, the crossroads. Bam! Something is going to happen in the near future that gets the ball rolling. And it will unlock that prison door. There will be communication, an expression of truth that will cut away barriers and provide this key that will unlock the door to the 3D world. And it will also allow you to, it will provide that communication that you want. It will happen in the near future, and it will come from his side. So what you both are resisting is connecting on a spiritual level. He's resisting being open, which is, it's almost like you are providing those scissors, the sword that can cut through the barriers. Let go of all that negative thinking. Maybe, there's a sense of resistance because you aren't providing that, you're resisting providing that release somehow that will open that door to allow him to share things in a spiritual level. I'm not too sure. But there's this definite sense of like a door is unlocked here. but it's presently being resisted. But like I said, in the near future, that door, the key will turn. A conversation will take place, and it will, there will be an end to that feeling of being, locked out. So internally, you both are waiting. You are longing. You feel a disconnect. But there's a sense that you're both coming together internally. But you're waiting for that payoff, that your ships to come in. And during this time, he is coming into light, into consciousness. He is moving into his divinity. But it takes time for this to happen. And it seems to be creating this mental distress for you. But yeah, I don't know if that makes any sense to you. So externally, you are that high priestess. You are on a spiritual journey. You are letting go of attachments. And while he is bringing in this abundance of love, he's working towards that. So that loving energy is helping you, in your spiritual growth, while it is fueling his fire to step into his spiritual growth. But there's a sense that you feel locked out. But in reality, he is also, consciously evolving and working towards this happy ending. So as an outcome, we got you again coming in as the Knight of Swords, wanting truthful conversation and getting it. And you are providing that grounding energy in the reading, and he will manifest that in the future, that happy ending, that 10 of Pentacles. And ultimately, it will help you both heal. So summary outcome, we got the 4 of Wands again, that 11-11 connection. That grand awakening. You will bring that awakening energy with you, and which will help unlock, again, that prison, provide a key. So it's like you guys are both helping each other. You're mirroring each other. Yeah, so we got this seed that was planted, a firm foundation was laid. And from that seed will be manifested into reality and ultimately lead to this grand awakening and stepping into your consciousness. It's a complete metamorphosis. It's a change of lifestyle, getting rid of the old beliefs, becoming the butterfly. And as a result, this new beginning will continue to move forward and manifest itself. So onto your side, we have, that surrounding energy, which is the devil, and not knowing your future, wondering if things are an illusion, feeling wounded and tired and needing to find balance, regarding possibly a decision. So, I think Spirit is just telling you to release that chain, because it is still, causing you some exhaustion, or, this. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. And then your internal environment, we have the seed planted. You provided that grounding energy, okay? And you wanted it, and you planted the seed, and will continue to manifest that 3D manifestation, that beginning. So internally, we got you planting the seed and, you know, waiting for that green light to go. But Spirit is saying that this is happening. These are gifts from the universe, and you're well aware of them. And once again, we have you coming in as your suit, your sign, which is the air sign, as an ultimate king, the ultimate air king, holding that truth, but still wanting that conversation. And you are coming in again as that grounded, divine feminine energy. You have your hand open, offering this new beginning in the 3D world as well as a brand new life. You are that spark of divinity, that sun that he's moving towards. So what you hope for is this union. Spirit is saying that justice will be served. It will come as a message which will, cause you to explode in excitement. And it is a reward for all of the hard work that you've been doing. So once again, we got that heart chakra. But you're coming in the future as a final outcome as this emotionally balanced, loving goddess. Okay, and that's what the Empress is. She is the combination of the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. There's that grounded energy, and which, the Empress is an earth energy, but she's also the goddess of love. So we got that Queen of Cups coming in. So the Knight of Cups is coming towards you, and you will receive a message of love, which is reflected again in his outcome. His outcome is a message of love, of integration, wishes coming true with the Page of Cups, which is a messenger. And also the Eight of Wands is that communication. So I realized that I kind of messed up these cards. I only pulled two of them, one for you, one for him. So we'll leave it that way. So his external environment is a transformation. He is going on a pilgrimage. He's finding himself, his truth. He's finally walking away from the negativity. So, that's the darkness. And here internally we have that darkness is really coming through, that subconscious energy. But he is also a Pisces. So he has two moon cards here. So he's actually in his element. However, there's still this sense that, he's being closed off, and we got this 10 of Wands. He's exhausted. So yeah, internally there's still, he's working on becoming open and, releasing the negativity and transforming. So facing that shadow aspect, he hopes to be triumphant and manifest you into reality. Once again, we got that Nine of Pentacles, which is, financial independence, that grounding energy coming from a feminine aspect, and then that Three of Pentacles, which is solid foundation, thumbs up, and then his ultimate desire is that Queen of Fire. And then, like I already mentioned, the outcome from his side, that, that mirroring. So ultimately, yes, there will be union in the future. And it's confirmed with your card, commitment, and also his evolution into consciousness is being, you're guiding him into his consciousness, and that's kind of reflected in his card a little bit there. So let me read the two messages from the universe. All right, I really hope this helped you. All right, hold on a minute. I almost forgot. I wanted to mention that all the number sequences here. So all of the cards with the pink is 1. So you got 12 ones. That is insanity. And most of the ones are coming from the male energy. So you notice that he's got that Ace of Cups, whereas you got a shared energy of the Ace of Cups. He's got that 10, completion and endings. Again, we got a 10 here. It's a shared energy, but he's bringing in the magician. He's bringing that Ace of Swords in. So he another 10 of Pentacles, then the 10 of Cups, right? So endings and completions and beginnings. So 12. Then for 2s, there was 4 of them. 3s, there's 6. So the 3s are these little stickies that are, pointed straight up. So 6 of those, you got 4 7s, or sorry, 7 4s, 5 5s, 7 6s, 3 7s, 5 8s, and 7 9s. So that's 12 1s, 7 4s, 7 6s, and 7 9s. So I'm not going to read that all to you, but you might want to look them up to see. So commitment, number 36. A true commitment is a responsibility of the heart, mind, body, and soul. This is a good time to make one. Partnerships formed at this time are harmonious and powerful. This is a good time, the commitment card also indicates the natural evolution of a relationship from its inception to a literal or metaphorical marriage. At the very least, there is a promise of fulfillment in some form. However, you must be conscious of what you're committing to. Be clear about the nature of your commitment and your responsibility to it. Others are more willing to enter into partnership at this time. Remember that your partnership with Spirit and the highest version of your own self will engage the highest self in another. So there you go. You're helping each other to evolve. Okay, intentions. Deliberate, clear intentions have the power to change the world. Your objectives will be fulfilled at this time. Triumph. Inspired intentions are like magic arrows shot into the sky. The universe is bringing you a gift showing you that you're hitting your mark. Recognize that you're not the only one who has to do all the work. However, others help you co-create reality. You connect to the power of your intention, sending it out into the field. Then allow the synchronicities to work its magic. Perhaps the good intentions of others will inspire you to send out beautiful ones of your own. Own the life you want to lead and live deliberately with clarity and detachment. So yeah, there's that sense of surrender, detaching, and moving forward, but having that clear vision of what you want. All right. I hope this helped. Cheers. Much love.